Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be testing out a few really cool things from Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. I've never tested anything from her line, so I'm really excited to do this today. I wanted to test out things that you probably don't have in your makeup collection, and neither do I unless you have these specific things. First, I'm going to test out the Soft Pinch Matte Liquid Blush. My color is called Love, and by the way, all of the names and like the color names from Rare Beauty are just very nice and positive and inspirational, so I really like that. So this color is called Love. It is a matte version of the blush. This also comes in dewy forms as well. Anyway, this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and apply. I heard a very little amount goes a long way, so I'm just gonna literally do that amount. Oh, that's really pretty. I think I'm gonna add a little more. I think I went a little too little on the blush. But I actually really like the application method here because you can control where you apply it a lot easier than maybe some other blushes. I mean, I love it already. This is really nice. I really like this blush so far. It's really easy to work with. It's very blendable. The coverage is even, and it's like what you would want a liquid blush to be so far. I mean, this is really good. Can I say really any more times? Don't dare me. I'm back with some brows on. So next we're gonna be testing out eyeshadows. Okay, so I am really excited to test these out. The packaging here, by the way, is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's just so unique, and definitely at least half of the reason why I chose to get this. So this is what the eyeshadows look like. So I think I'm gonna start with this color here. It's called Positive. Ooh, I love that name. So we're gonna start with Positive color. These are a very interesting formulation of like being a little bit more on the dry side, but not at the same time having pretty much any kickback, which is really interesting. We're gonna continue on. Okay, so I'm gonna take this color here. This is kind of like a plummy color, I would say. I am gonna have a bright red lip, so I have to keep that in mind as I'm doing my makeup. I have a feeling this is not going to be a very cohesive makeup day because I also have an eyeliner to test out, so it's probably going to be quite a crazy eye look and a bright lip look, which don't typically like on me look good together. I gotta pick one basically, you know, either I have an eye look or a lip look, and considering my lips are very small and wrinkly, I tend to stick with eye looks. So far, I can tell you that the formulation of these is really nice, at least for the matte ones. I'm gonna go in with maybe a shimmery one right about now. I don't love the colors here. I love them. I love the look of them. I just don't know, for me personally, they're going to be the ones I would reach for on a daily basis because there's not that many neutral colors. There's some that lean more neutral, but there's still colors. We're gonna move on to some of the shimmerier shades. I think I'm going to try to go for this one here. I shouldn't say try, this is not outside my comfort zone. So the shimmery shade has a little bit more fallout, but that's normal. Oh, it's beautiful though. I don't know if you can see my mirrors over there, so I kind of have to look back and forth. All right, so here are the other three interesting colors. So this one here is the gold/yellow color on the very edge. It's a metallic-y finish. This is the hot pink color that's almost in the center, and this one has a little bit more of chunkier glitter in it. And this one is obviously just pretty much pure chunky glitter. I don't know if I would be brave enough to use this because this one doesn't feel like it's sticking very well to my skin. So what I'm trying to say is if you're really good at working with glitter, I think this is going to be great because this is not like loose glitter. That stuff I cannot work with at all. And I think if you maybe have something stickier that the glitter goes on top, and maybe if you put like a lot of powder underneath, you can definitely work with that. I guess what I'm trying to say is I really like the formulation of a lot of these. I don't know if I like the colors that much. I don't know if I would be able to create a ton of looks personally on a daily basis that I can justify using this. I'm just hoping they come out with a neutral eyeshadow palette next because I love the quality. I love the aesthetic of it all. I just really want like a whole array of just like a line of different neutral colors that all work together. All right, so next we're gonna move on to Perfect Strokes Eyeliner Liquid Matte in black. This one has really good reviews and I really like the packaging as well. It literally looks like a pen you write with, which I kind of like. It has a gold, oh my god, wait, you gotta see this. It has a gold little top here. It literally looks like a pen. I love it. Now, how do you open this? Wait, I'm confused. Maybe you don't have to, okay, so maybe you don't have to take this part off. I don't know. This part like unscrews. I'm just gonna screw it back on. So the tip is here. That's, I think, the important part. So the part that you're supposed to take off is the wider part, not the pointier part. Now that we figured that out, okay, move on to the next step. So it's a pretty large size tip here. It's a brush tip, not a felt tip, which I like these better because I feel like felt tips, they tend to like lose their shape over time. The brush ones don't. All right, I haven't done an eyeliner in a long time, so this is gonna require some concentration and maybe a mirror. So let's see what I need here. Oh, it's a great color payoff. It's not a matte one, but it's actually a really nice satiny finish to it, which mimics, I feel like, a healthy skin finish. I really like this. It's actually really good. Depending on how much pressure you apply, you can either create a very, very thin line, say for the inside of your eye, or a thicker line. So it's kind of like, almost like a calligraphy. It is a calligraphy tip, isn't it? I feel like that's what they use sometimes for calligraphy. Okay, that makes sense. That's actually a really, really genius tip to add to your liner because I feel like they're normally smaller and thinner. I'm loving it so far. All right, so this is the liner. I feel like the finish, the color payoff is great. The tip here is also really good. It is a little bit bigger. Just be prepared that it's a little bit bigger than maybe what you're used to. At least that's the case for me. My downside for this liner, it's kind of a small one, but when you put it back in the case, you get liner all inside there. I don't know if you accidentally touch the edge, which you might because it's kind of easy to do. It will get messy inside, so that's something to consider. But I do love the packaging otherwise, and I really like the liner and the application style and ease of it all. So I would say the liner is really good. First impressions, but yes. Okay, so now I am going to finish whatever else I can finish before we test out the lip product. The lip product is one of the top rated things from Rare Beauty, so I'm really excited to try that out. I'm back with my eye makeup all done. I just have to curl my lashes in a little bit, but I just wanted to show you what I did because I kind of went back and redid my eyes a little bit. So I went over the liquid liner with my favorite MAC Teddy pencil liner and I smudged it a little bit. So I think this look is a little bit better for me because you can still see a little bit of that cat eye and that darkness, especially closest to the lashes, but then you have that softness and that smudginess of the pencil brown liner over the top. Now we're gonna go for a Lip Souffle matte lip cream in the color Inspire. It is a beautiful bright red color and this is Selena's favorite color. Now Selena Gomez has much prettier lips than I do, so we're gonna figure out how this is gonna look on me. Wow, that is a bright red color. What did I do? Let me just show you the applicator here. It feels very like velvety. Does not feel drying thus far, which is very promising. It's actually a pretty nice applicator for this formula because you have this kind of like a thinner edge of the applicator that you can do this with, like overlining your lips basically, which is nice. I don't know what, you know, I would expect the applicator here to be, but this one seems, oh, my battery's dying. This is a great time to take a pause. Okay, so that is as big as my lips can be overlined. I feel like my bottom one is bigger than my top one, but I can't overline my top one, I don't think, anymore without having it look a little bit too much. But oh my goodness, I'm actually really liking this formula. I didn't think I would, but again, a lot of people loved it, so I was like, I should probably just give it a try. I mean, it's probably good. But in the back of my mind, I thought I can never seem to have the matte lip formulas ever work for me. They always make my lips look so dry and small and dehydrated, and they don't feel comfortable on the lips either. Now, it's starting to feel maybe a little bit, not drying, but it does feel like it's kind of tightening, maybe is the right word. But it's a very comfortable formula. It's really easy to work with it. It's slightly matte, but it's not completely matte. And the best part is it does not make your lips look dry or tiny or dehydrated. So if you can never seem to find a really good matte-ish formula for your lips, I think from my first impressions, this one is really, really good actually, because again, I literally can never find any matte formulas. They always tend to feel very dry and dehydrated, and they make my lips look so gross. This one is not doing that. It actually has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's really, really pretty. The color is beautiful. So ultimately, yes, I really, really, really like this a lot. I would say this is a favorite product of mine that I've tried so far. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this video, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet subscribed, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!